it is. Running it down on these niggas.
Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we get it, my nigga. Still be painting them pictures, my nigga. Ripping that raw and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never will hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
How the traps right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen another nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back. Niggas.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bullets Gotti. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. So this video that I'm doing is based on, we're going to talk about it, 1090J. He did a video where he's saying that he's no longer a white blood. He basically saying that he's no longer a part of that movement anymore. Like, he's saying that he's no longer running with the Bloods. Like, he's telling everybody in the video that he is matured, right? And I know a lot of the GKB dudes feel real stupid because I got attacked when I called it out. I knew that he was going to disown GKB. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew he was going to disown. Anybody with common sense knew that he was using it for street credibility to boost his channel. And eventually, he was going to get to a point where he don't have to say what's popping. He don't have to say I'm GKB. He don't have to say that anymore. Now he can say that I'm a regular white boy that's just doing journalism. I could be like Adam 22. I can be like Vlad. I could be like Trap Lord Ross, where I'm not banging any gangs. But what the sad part is, he built a lot of cases on y'all. Shout out to New York YouTube Bloods for the video, for the clip. The beginning of this video, you're going to see it. But he did what we all knew he was going to do. See, the homie Brian Blake exposed it. He been exposing it. Unspoken exposed it. Me, myself, I exposed it. Pino exposed it. So it's been so many people that exposed that this dude was a fraud and he was using the Bloods movement as really a stepping stone. He didn't care about the gangs or what was going on with the gangs, because you have to realize he's not connected to that. When you have an aunt that's a lawyer, uncle that's a cop, family that's been in the police, he doesn't come, and he comes from money, right? He doesn't come from an environment that's impoverished. He came from a privileged background. He stole guns from his aunt and uncle. So when you stealing guns from your aunt and uncle, and you didn't go to jail for nothing gangster, you didn't go to jail for a shooting, you didn't go to jail for a murder, you went to jail for robbing your own family members. So when you see this and then you hear the lies, the propaganda, and just the nonsense that this dude been running with, and now it's coming out that basically he doesn't want to claim gang no more. Like, he just saying on the platform that I grew from the streets and I'm not gang no more. So that's why if you watch the beginning of this video, I had to put that clip that New York YouTube Bloods did to show that this dude, we knew he was not who he said he was. And I was the main one with Unspoken Crimes, with Pino, with my bro Brian Blake, that called this dude out, that said this dude was fraudulent. But nobody wanted to hear that. Everybody thought this dude was a real dude. Everybody thought he was official. Everybody was lying to the point that they was trying to catch the fame. He didn't help out nobody, change nobody living circumstances. He used y'all as a stepping stone. And it was already red flags when you is helping out with criminal cases. Like YNW Melly case. Right now, the sex money murder case. He helped out on that. You know what I'm saying? With his issues with the Island Boys. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many blood cases that he helped the police and the feds to solve in the Florida, Atlanta area. And it's so sad that he was going around all these New York Bloods. And dudes like Shaquille, Corey King, who's thirsty, you know, but Corey King is a rat. We know he don't care about, you know, getting these dudes locked up and cleaned up. He don't care. Because you have to understand something. He don't have no allegiance to the UBN. He don't have no allegiance to the Bloods. He don't have no allegiance to them. You have to realize something. When a man got faded by what he liked to say, he was a godfather. But when he gets faded out of his own gang, and then a guy like Shaquille takes over, who was his man, and he didn't stop the call when he got chopped, and he's been working with the feds since late 1998, going in 99, and then you have somebody like a 1090 Jake, that's a boy that comes from an environment that's far removed from the streets. He has nothing to do with the streets. The streets is not in his mind, his mental. All he wants to do is with Vlad, Adam, Trap Lil Ross, is that he basically infiltrated and got the information. See, dudes be mad with 6ix9ine, but 6ix9ine was a victim. 1090 Jake is an actual agent, you know? And you have to understand something. He already been working with them people. See, dude should have never put him down with the Bloods because, one, this is a dude that told on dudes that basically was getting contraband in. He told on melanated brothers that was getting contraband in there. You know what I'm saying? He did that for the white Caucasians. The Aryans. You know, he was working with the Aryan Brotherhood to set the black inmates up. So by him doing that, right, he goes on the news. He tells the news everything that goes on. And right there, he should never been in no whip. He should never even been with no homies. Dudes is in violation for even having 1090J down with them when you know this dude went on national news telling on dudes that's getting a burner phone, that's getting certain type of contraband, certain type of things. And with him doing that, that's a violation. Son should have been on the pound straight up. But people are so thirsty for the money that they didn't want to do that. So this is why 1090 Jake can flourish. Because you have dudes that's thirsty for the money, thirsty for the fame, and will put fame and clout over the realism of knowing that this dude is Jay Reed. He's Jay Reed. And they knew that, but did they care? No. Because it's about this with them. You know what I'm saying? And when it's all about this, it always happens. So when I got attacked by Remy, Roja, and They did the whole slander campaign to protect dude. And now dude is like, yo, I don't even jerk none of that, man. I don't even jerk blood. You know, I'm not with none of that, the white blood. I'm not the white blood no more. He not the white blood no more because he doesn't need you guys anymore. His job, his mission is over with. He helped out the feds and the police to build so many cases on you guys. So when you guys was embracing him and bringing him to the strip clubs and letting him meet other fellow bloods, you guys helped the cases of the feds. Now you wondering why we got all these cases. Because y'all wanted to affiliate with Officer Cherry. That's why they said, man, Streets is dead. Streets is finished. That dude plays y'all like a fiddle. And the sad part is how he plays y'all like a fiddle is he now feels that fuck blood. That's what he feels. Like, y'all, I don't care about you guys. I have one mission. And that one mission was, let me get the information I need. Let me do what I have to do. And let me get far away from you dudes. And like I said, bro, he did exactly what we know he did. Like, yo, I remember it was a story. It's like a couple years back. About this rich white boy in California. LA got that same type of problem. So he was a Crip. I forgot what set he was a part of in LA, but he was a Crip. And he somehow was in the car when dudes of the commission of a murder. The problem is all his co-defendants was found guilty. Him, he was found not guilty. He beat the case, right? And the reason why he beat the case because his family had influences with the judge, with the people in the town. And not only that, he came from money, like 1090J. So he's in the video with the blue flag around his neck, right? You know, he got the fitted on. He throwing it up. He like, yeah, he throwing it up. He's throwing up all the gang signs, right? But when he went to court, and when it was him and his co-defendants, he wore a suit. He acted like he didn't even, like, he was so totally different than the guy that was cripping. He looked like a regular white boy, you know? So he put on the gimmick. It was a gimmick because it was a gimmick that he was this cripping white boy. But when he went in front of that judge, he acted like a model citizen. And it helped him in his defense that he was cleared. And they couldn't understand how he got found not guilty, but everybody else got found guilty. Reason why? Like in 1098. They get around you guys. They know you ignorant. They know you incompetent. See, they know a lot of black gang members is dudes that didn't finish school, uneducated, can't read. They know y'all dudes is imbeciles, the women and the men. So that's why they get around you guys, because they know, yo, these some dumbass niggas. Like, we can really get around these dumb dudes, and we can really, expose them. All we gotta do is like, yo, what up? Yo, what's poppin', yo? We can talk like them, put the tattoos on the face, the chain on the neck, and look like them, but we just don't understand. Yeah, so what 1090 Jake did is what most majority white dudes do. They played the game. But if you know dudes is ignorant and you know dudes is buffoons, you gonna play with them like the white dude in bed, like my man Michael Rappaport and Bamboozle. They know y'all dudes is they could bamboozle you. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part is, it's like, yo, this dude really had these dudes really going to crash out for him. That's the thing I ain't understand. They doing all the defending. They want to crash. They want to do all of this for this one dude that basically, let's keep it real, that didn't give a damn about none of them. He ain't bring none of them on No Jumper. He ain't bring them on his platform. Did he bring Remy on his platform? No. Did he? Ask yourself. Did he bring any of these people? Like, he did one thing when he brought the dude Ratchet on No Jumper. And then you started seeing him fall back from them other dudes that he had up there with the dude, the rapper dude, Ratchet, right? So you don't see him bringing none of them dudes on his interviews. Like, that's why I laugh. Like, yo, how can people support these type of clowns? But they mad at people that look just like them, and they go hard for people that look. And then you got a dude that don't even come from the culture that y'all protecting, and you really think he was going to be loyal? He just showed you and all you dudes that was so much, yo, Jake is official, right? Well, Jake showed all of you that he don't care about none of you guys. That's why Jake is now saying on these platforms, I'm not the white blood. He said it out of his own mouth. I'm not the white blood. I'm mature. I'm not white blood no more. Stop calling me the white blood. I'm the guy that wants to go in the Trap Lord Ross, the Vlad, the Adam 22 lane. You know? I'm that guy. I don't want to be stigmatized. I'm a white blood. I'm not a white blood. I never was a blood. That's what he's letting you guys know. He never was a blood. You know, you guys should be ashamed of yourself, but that's how I know these gang shits is for sale. And that's why people should just let the gang shit go, man. Because if you banging your whole life and a dude that didn't come from the same environments that you came from, wasn't locked up like you, didn't have a broken home, or didn't came from the same struggles, what is you banging for? You should be banging for your family. You should be banging for your loved ones. What is you banging for? Because what it shows you is that any and everybody can be gangster. Any and everybody could claim they're a gang member. 1090J just showed the world that he is what we all know he was, an agent. You know? And when you're an agent, when you're somebody that is, let's keep it real. Like when you know that you can use the masses for what you can use the masses for, manipulation is a hell of a thing that people can use. Mind over matter. And he knew that he could manipulate niggas that ain't have nothing, not a pot to piss in. This dude flaunted money around dudes that's going back to the projects, going back to tenement buildings, going back to the everyday environments, where he is going back to a mini mansion, where he is going back to live his rich life in a gated community, while you guys gotta go and survive in the concrete jungle, where you know any day can be your last, where a dude could just knock your head off and he doesn't have to be in the front line or that type to deal with any of that. How can you put somebody and a dude like Shaquille that these dudes? That's why I say I always question these dudes when it comes to their blackness. You know what I'm saying? This is why we gotta delineate ourselves. Like I kind of agree with Tariq with the delineation thing. We gotta delineate ourselves from these sellouts, these dudes these coconut niggas, because these are the dudes that's destructive to our community. And it's no disrespect, because I bang with my West Indians, you know, because I'm half. But we gotta delineate ourselves from the traitors, man. Cause some of these dudes that's half black American and they mix, they have a colonizer mentality to praise the colony. You gotta look, Shaquella's black and Puerto Rican. You gotta question a dude like that. No disrespect to my boy Equaz. But when you black and Puerto Rican, you don't have an allegiance to your people. You have an allegiance to that side. Same with Remy Roja. You know what I'm saying? They don't have an allegiance to their people. Even the dudes that's West Indian. And they don't have an allegiance. It's the people like Mac had an allegiance to his people. That's why he did that's why he was about his people. It wasn't about putting culture vultures in the mix. It was about his people. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was about the lessons. 31 teaching the 31 lessons before it was all that beatings. These dudes, you got to realize and listen to these dudes when they talk, who they have an allegiance to. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to them when they talk. They not on black militant. They wasn't on black militant timing. That's why they have the self-hate. That's why they could let a white boy come to Albany Projects and flash big money in the air and show his jewelry and stunt. But when another man that look like them come in the neighborhood, they want to kill him and take his head off or hurt him. You feel me? This is why I don't respect none of these dudes. Because if you about your people and you about yours, you wouldn't be having a dude that say on a platform that I'm no longer the white blood. He said it out his own mouth. I'm not the white blood. Stop calling me. But you dudes was going hard. Remy Roja was going hard. And then she left GKB and became Stone. What type of timing these people are? But it was them, it was her, Shaquille, Corey King. They co-signed this dude. And that was, to me, that just hurt our community, that we really is stamping buffoonery. We not stamping our people to get out of that lifestyle, our people to build. We stamping, and y'all wonder why we losing our communities. You wonder why gentrification is at an all-time high. You wonder why these jails is being packed up, why they letting a lot of older men out and putting a lot of younger men in. You know why? Because y'all repeating the cycle. And y'all working with them people. So, it didn't surprise me. 1090 Jake did what we knew he was going to do. We knew he was going to sell his people out. Because they never was his people. His people was those white guys that look like him. And now he's accepted by the mainstream white America. He did his duty. His duty was to get you guys under the jails. His duty was to achieve his goal. His achievement goal was to do what most agents do. You know, and it's so crazy. They don't need agents that look like us no more. They got the white boys that act like us to play as the agents. And 1090 Jake is one of them. He played as the agent and he got you guys in indictments. And you wonder why. When people like Brian Blake and many others is telling you, yo, boy no good. Y'all want to act like he ain't telling the truth. Shout out to my brother Brian Blake. I'm about to put that audio out real soon with Brian Blake speaking about this in my clubhouse room. We already called it. I'm glad he called it from the get-go. And now people are seeing that 1090 Jake was no good. And we knew he was no good. But you guys kept saying that that's the homie. That's the Shine. Well, the Shine said he's no longer a Shine and he's no longer blood. He basically played you dudes. Now, I want to know how you guys feel that y'all got played by a white boy. And then I want to know how y'all going to really feel when all them indictments come down. Because he built cases on you guys. And now he not only built cases, but he knew that you dudes was just stupid and dumb and ignorant. And you allowed a white boy to play y'all. This is why we can never grow as a people, man. And I'm telling, yo, we got to get out this mindset, man. Got to get out this mindset. But this is a teaching moment, man. Stop celebrating these people, man. That's your enemy. They going to always win this mental chess game because y'all bringing them around when you know their main objective is to get you underground. That's what it is, man.